Duluth Marshall hosting Southridge. Both teams went to state last year. Top of the first, Charlie Hayden goes Oppo Taco for the Hilltoppers. He legs out a double and puts runners on second and third. Then it's Aiden Westerber. His chopper goes to third. It's enough for Alden Marshallek to slide on home and evade the tag. The Toppers go on the board first. Still two runners on. Brody Carlson bounces a single up the middle. Two runners score. The Hilltoppers keep the line moving. They win by a mercy rule as well, 12-0 in 5 innings. Does that say F5? Is WrestleMania coming? Is Brock Lesnar wrestling in WrestleMania this weekend? That's the first thing I thought when I put F5 in the scorebook. Any wrestling interests for you guys?
Yeah, we kind of like watched it in the 90s, I think.
I mean, yeah, vaguely. I wasn't super into it, but I know Brock Lesnar and all those guys.
The Rock
Hulk Hogan.
And,
Former Minnesota Viking. Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, absolutely.
And SummerSlam will be in Minneapolis this summer.
And I think they need to make sure they put Frank on their payroll with the sunflower seed scoring for them today.
Creative idea by Frank. That's my guy.
Creative.